Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Johnson's, and as a geriatrician, I've dedicated my career to helping older adults like yourselves thrive and enjoy their best possible health. I understand the unique challenges and joys that come with this stage of life, and I'm passionate about providing you with practical, evidence-based advice to navigate it successfully. Today, I want to address a topic that's incredibly important for those of you between the ages of 65 and 80. There's a common thread I see running through many of my patients' lives, and it's something that many folks in this age group are doing daily without realizing the negative impact it's having. This isn't just about feeling a little less energetic. It can actually chip away at your longevity. The simple truth is, as we age, our bodies change, making certain habits significantly riskier than they once were. What you could get away with in your 40s and 50s might now be increasing your risk of serious health issues. And unfortunately, many people don't realize this until it's too late. That's why in this video, we're going to discuss 5 things you really need to stop doing right now if you're between 65 and 80. This is your opportunity to make these adjustments before they start significantly affecting your health, your energy levels, and your ability to enjoy life to the fullest. Stay with me until the end, because the last point is something that's often overlooked, but represents one of the biggest mistakes you could be making at this stage. Now, before we dive in, if you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my future videos. If you find this video helpful, please type 1 in the comments section. If you feel it could be improved, type 0, and let me know how I can make these videos even more valuable for you. All right, let's get started. Mistake number 1, too much couch time. One of the most detrimental things you can do for your body after age 60 is to spend excessive time sitting. You might think, well, I take a walk every day, so I'm active enough. But here's the catch. Even if you get some exercise, spending hours on end in a chair can still increase your risk of heart problems, muscle weakness, and poor circulation. Research has shown that prolonged sitting slows down your metabolism, weakens your leg and core muscles, and puts extra strain on your joints. This can lead to decreased mobility, chronic aches and pains, and an increased risk of falls. Think about it. Have you ever stood up after sitting for a while and felt stiffness in your knees or tightness in your back? That's your body telling you it needs more movement. Sitting for long periods reduces blood flow, causing your muscles and joints to stiffen. It also elevates your risk of blood clots, weight gain, and even cognitive issues. This is precisely what happened to George, who is 72. He always believed his daily walk was sufficient, but over time, he noticed his legs becoming weaker and his back pain worsening. His doctor explained that it wasn't just about walking. It was about interrupting those long stretches of sitting. George began setting a timer to get up and move around every 30 to 45 minutes, doing some simple stretches or just walking around a bit. Within weeks, he felt less stiff, his circulation improved, and he even had more energy. Here's a quick self-assessment. If you sit for more than an hour at a time, try standing up right now and rolling your shoulders, stretching your legs, or simply walking around for a few minutes. If you notice an immediate difference, that's evidence your body needs more movement throughout the day. The key isn't just about going to the gym. It's about maintaining activity throughout your day. If you've been sitting too much, now is the time to make a change. Small bursts of movement throughout the day. Standing up, stretching, walking around, even just changing your sitting posture can significantly impact how your body feels and functions. Mistake number 2, skimping on protein. One of the biggest oversights folks make after 60 is not consuming enough protein, and it's costing them muscle strength and energy. You might assume, I eat plenty of food, so I must be getting enough. But here's the reality. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at utilizing protein. This means you actually need more protein to maintain your muscle mass. If you're not mindful of your protein intake, you're likely losing muscle without even realizing it. Muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. Try saying that 3 times fast. is a significant threat to maintaining independence after 60. It develops gradually, and most people don't notice until everyday activities like getting out of a chair, carrying groceries, or climbing stairs start feeling like a real struggle. The real challenge is that once you lose muscle, it's much harder to regain it. And when your muscles weaken, so does your balance, making falls and injuries much more likely. This is exactly what happened to Richard, who is 68. He thought his diet was adequate, but over time he noticed his legs felt weaker, his arms looked thinner, and he simply lacked his usual energy. His doctor informed him that he wasn't consuming enough protein to support his muscles. So, he started increasing his protein intake, incorporating more lean meats, eggs, beans, nuts, and protein-rich dairy into his meals. Within weeks, he felt stronger, more energetic, and even more stable on his feet. Want to assess your muscle strength right now? Try standing up from a chair without using your hands. If that feels difficult, or if you feel unsteady, it could be an indication that your muscles are weakening and your body needs more protein and some strength training to prevent further loss. So, if you're still eating the way you did in your 40s or 50s, it's time to reevaluate your diet. More protein isn't just a good idea. It's crucial for staying strong, mobile, and living life on your own terms. If you're still with me and finding this helpful, please type 2 in the comments below to let me know you're still here. Now let's move on to mistake number 3. Mistake number 3. Ignoring sleep and disrupting your body's repair system. Many people believe that needing less sleep is just a natural part of aging, but that's actually one of the biggest misconceptions out there. The truth is, your body still requires good quality sleep, not just to feel rested, but to aid in memory consolidation, muscle recovery, heart health, and even immune function. The problem is, as people age, they often develop poor sleep habits that lead to persistent fatigue, increased inflammation in the body, and even a higher risk of cognitive decline later in life. If you've ever found yourself waking up in the middle of the night and struggling to fall back asleep, or feeling groggy even after a full night in bed, your body might not be getting the deep, restorative sleep it truly needs. And the consequences can be significant. Studies show that insufficient sleep weakens your immune system, increases your risk of heart disease, and can accelerate memory problems over time. Take Frank, for example. He's 71. He always assumed sleeping fewer hours was just a normal part of getting older. But over time, he started feeling more tired during the day. His thinking became foggy, and even his blood pressure started to fluctuate. His doctor explained that his body still needed deep sleep to function properly, and the key was to improve his nighttime routine. So, he made a few simple adjustments: reducing screen time late at night, avoiding caffeine in the evening, and establishing a relaxing bedtime routine. Within just a few weeks, he noticed a significant improvement in his energy levels, focus, and overall well-being. Not sure if your sleep is truly doing its job? Here's a quick check. Do you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to go? Or do you feel sluggish and need extra time to get going? If you're feeling groggy most mornings, your sleep might not be working for you, and now is the time to address it. Good quality sleep isn't optional. It's one of the most vital factors for your long-term health, cognitive function, and physical well-being. Mistake number 4. Skipping strength and balance training. One of the most significant errors people make after 60 is thinking that simply walking is sufficient exercise. Now, walking is excellent for your cardiovascular health and for general mobility, but it doesn't adequately build strength, improve balance, or prevent falls. The reality is, as you age, your muscles naturally weaken, your balance deteriorates, and your likelihood of falling increases unless you actively work to counteract these changes. Here's something most people don't realize. Falls are the leading cause of injuries in older adults. And most falls don't occur due to weak legs alone, but rather due to poor balance and muscle loss. If you're not challenging your body with strength and balance exercises, you're unknowingly making yourself more susceptible to stumbling, tripping, and sustaining serious injuries. This is exactly what happened to Edward, who is 74. He walked every day, believing that was enough. But one day, he misjudged a step, lost his balance, and had a bad fall. Fortunately, he didn't break anything, but it was a real wake-up call. His doctor explained that his balance was declining because he wasn't working on his stabilizing muscles. So, he started incorporating some gentle strength exercises, core work, and balance drills into his daily routine. Within a few weeks, he felt steadier, more confident, and much less afraid of falling. Strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. It can be as simple as using resistance bands, doing bodyweight squats, practicing standing on one foot, or even using a chair for support while performing leg exercises. The key is to challenge your muscles and your balance so your body stays strong, coordinated, and resilient. Want to test your balance right now? Try this. Stand near a counter, lift one foot slightly off the ground, and see if you can maintain your balance for at least 10 seconds. If you struggle, that's a clear indication your balance needs some attention, and the sooner you start, the better. Your muscles and balance are your foundation, and neglecting them after 60 is one of the quickest ways to lose your ability to move freely. If you've been relying solely on walking, it's time to make strength and stability training a priority to keep yourself active, independent, and safe from harm. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's get to our final mistake. Mistake number 5. Ignoring hydration and letting your body dry out. One of the most frequently overlooked health risks after 60 is not drinking enough water. You might think, I'm not thirsty that often, so I must be okay. But here's the problem. Your body's thirst signals become less reliable as you age. That means you could already be dehydrated before you even feel thirsty. And chronic dehydration doesn't just make you feel tired. It can lead to joint pain, constipation, kidney problems, confusion, and even increase your risk of falls. Dehydration is insidious. Most people assume that as long as they drink something during the day, they're getting enough fluids. But the truth is, by the time you feel thirsty, you're already behind on fluids, and the effects are significant. When your body doesn't get enough water, your muscles weaken, your joints lose their lubrication, and your brain function slows down, which can cause dizziness, difficulty concentrating, and a higher chance of injury. This is exactly what happened to Walter, who is 76. He thought he was drinking enough because he had coffee in the morning and some water with meals. But over time, he started experiencing more headaches, muscle cramps, and dizzy spells when he stood up. His doctor explained that coffee and tea can actually act as diuretics, meaning they draw water out of your body rather than adding it. So Walter made a simple change. He started drinking a full glass of water first thing in the morning and sipping water throughout the day. Within a few weeks, he felt more alert, his digestion improved, and even his joints weren't as stiff. Want to check if you're drinking enough? Try this. Gently pinch the skin on the back of your hand and hold it for a second. If it snaps back quickly, you're likely well hydrated. If it takes a moment to settle, your body might need more water. The good news is, this is one of the easiest things to address. Simply keeping a glass of water nearby and taking small sips throughout the day can make a huge difference in your energy levels, digestion, joint health, and even your cognitive function. Don't wait until you feel thirsty, because by then, your body is already working harder than it should. Final thoughts. As we wrap up our discussion today, take a moment to reflect on these 5 common mistakes. If you recognize yourself in any of them, please don't feel discouraged. It's truly never too late to make positive changes for your health. Whether it's incorporating more movement into your day, increasing your protein intake, prioritizing better sleep, adding strength and balance exercises, or making a conscious effort to stay hydrated, every small step you take will contribute to a healthier, stronger, and more independent you in the years ahead. The wonderful thing about our bodies is their remarkable ability to adapt and recover. Even if you've been making these mistakes for some time, you can begin to turn things around starting today. The key is consistency. Small, everyday habits have a profound impact on your long-term well-being. Remember, your health is not just about avoiding illness. It's about maintaining your strength, mobility, and zest for life for as long as possible. Now, I'd really like to hear from you. Which of these 5 areas resonates with you the most? Have you noticed any changes in your strength, energy levels, or overall well-being that might be related to these factors? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Tell me about one thing you learned today and how you plan to incorporate it into your daily life. Your insights are valuable, and your stories can help others as well. If you're facing specific challenges related to any of these areas and would like some personalized guidance, please don't hesitate to share your concerns in the comments. I read them regularly and will do my best to provide helpful insights and point you in the right direction. If you found this video informative and helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and share it with your loved ones who might also benefit. Your support enables me to continue creating valuable resources to inform and empower you on your journey to healthy aging. Remember, taking care of yourself is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Just as you wouldn't let your car run out of fuel, don't let your body operate on empty. Small, consistent actions each day are the fuel for a long and fulfilling life. Now, tell me in the comments, what is one small change you are committed to making for your health starting today? And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on living your best senior life. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next video.